When you're creating your scrapbook pages, very often you'll find that you have a photo that would be great if there was just that one person not in the picture. And I'm not talking about your great aunt Emily in the third row of the family portrait, but I'm talking about something like this photo here, where somebody in the crowd got in just on the edge of your photo, and if we could just get rid of her, that would be fine. And so guess what? We're going to do that. So I'm going to put my photo right into my paper trimmer, and then I'm just going to cut it. Simple as that, and she's gone. And I just want to reinforce to you, don't be afraid to cut your pictures. A lot of times we're afraid to take the scissors or the paper trimmer to that photo, and it's okay. And you can always print more most of the time. If you are dealing with a photo that is very old or very precious to you, and it's the only one, that's one time where I advise you not to trim your photo. You might want to get a scan made of it first and get a new print, and then crop it if you feel like you need to crop it. But otherwise, cropping is not a bad thing. And in fact, this page right here is a great example of how a lot of different photos have been cropped all to the same size, and it makes such a beautiful scrapbook page. So here's another example of a photo. I'd like you to take a look at this. Would you crop this or not? You might want to have a really close up of him, or you might want to keep that background as part of the picture because it shows a certain point in time, it shows the house that you lived in. So it's a personal decision. But if you do decide to crop the photo, please think about how you're going to crop it. You might not want to do this, and you might not want to do this. Now, why is that? That's because when you start doing really funky shapes with your photos, it actually takes the interest away from the photo itself. It takes the eye towards the outside shape of the object rather than the subject of the photo, and that's where you want the attention to be. So these are made with decorative, this one was cut with decorative scissors, this one was cut with our star punch. In most cases, again, you are the boss of your scrapbook, so you can totally do this if you want to. But if you really want the attention to be on your photos, try to avoid the more unusual cropping shapes. Now, circles and ovals are fine, and this photo we cropped into a circle, and it looks just fine. And in another video, we'll teach you how to do this. But my recommendation is, in general for cropping, circles, ovals, squares, and rectangles.